Celebrating Family Day in the GTA. We'll take a look at how some residents are enjoying the first long weekend of the year.
And sights of summer, CP24 is in Dunedin, Florida for the Blue Jays spring training. The team held its first full squad workout today as players get ready for the upcoming campaign.
And Canada scores its second gold medal of the Winter Games. Parry Sound's Megan Oldham reaches the top of the podium in women's free ski big air. This is Live at 5. Hi, everybody. I'm Liz West.
And I'm Phil Perkins. You're watching Live at 5. Our top story. It's Family Day. Plenty of people taking advantage of the long weekend and warmer weather are getting outside with loved ones on this Family Day. CP24's Andrew Brennan is live at Earl Bales Park. We're on the street. As you used to work there?
Yeah, actually, hold on. We have a cameraman who's doing a really good work making sure that we get the people and showing the fun. I used to work here. I'm not kidding. This is the jacket I wore literally half of my lifetime ago. Oh man, I feel old. I feel so old. That's okay. That's okay because we all grow up. We all have to grow up, and that's important because if not, you don't have the youth of tomorrow who come and also do the stuff that you used to do, but much better. This is Risto, and I'm sure a much better skier than I ever was. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Thank you. You know, most people don't ask me how I'm doing. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Thank you, Risto. But I want to know the conditions today. It's +3. It's above freezing. I loved working on days like this because I didn't have to wear a jacket or even gloves. But what's it like for you? Is it slushy down there?
It's pretty nice down there. It's slushy, but the conditions are pretty good for skiing. It's better when it's ice. It's better when it's just powdered snow and not ice and powdered snow, so that it's easier to go down and you don't just encounter random slip and then you just go sliding down the hill in like a barrel roll position.
Yeah, I really don't want that for you or anybody else here for that matter. And we just want to say shout out to Mom who's doing a bit of a background filming session. Hi, Mom. Are you having a good family day too? Thumbs up.
Super.
Yay. So.
Everyone.
But you're the focus here because families are really built on the youth of tomorrow because if not, we don't get more families. So, Risto, I have a quick question for you that's very, 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 very important. Do you like not being in school today?
Oh, yes, obviously. I mean, my teacher's pretty bad, so I'll take any day off of school.
Oh, my goodness. Don't say your teacher's name. Don't say their name. Just leave it there. That was chef's kiss. Thank you very much. And I'm sure this teacher is probably good at other subjects. But do you have anything else to say for folks at home?
Have a great day at skiing and have a nice family day.
Good ending. Fist bump?
Yeah.
Are you going to go down the hill?
Yep.
All right. Well, the good thing about skis is you can actually make your way there without having to do. We have on snowboards you have to take one foot out of your bindings, and it takes a lot of work. But Risto's on his way, or on their way. I hope you have a wonderful time, and thank you for letting me speak with your kid. A really, really fun person. I enjoyed them very much. All right. Bye to Risto, and hello to our friends inside the CP24 newsroom.
Okay, Andrew, you have not told us what you did there. What was your job? Andrew?
I was a snowboard teacher. I'm not kidding. Andrew was a snowboard teacher. Andrew snowboarded. He taught things. And then he also... Actually, wait. We're still rolling, right? These kids have been rocking... You stopped. You were waiting for me. How are you doing?
Good.
Good? I know. I'm glad you got up in time. So you want to say Happy Family Day?
Happy Family Day.
Good job. We'll do a little bit more talking later. Hi. Oh, hello. Oh, that was adorable. Okay, yes, Andrew was a snowboard teacher. He used to teach people slightly older than this, especially this youngin' over here. This age group is just people that go down the hill and you say pizza, pizza. The only people I would have teach that did skis would be 4 to 6. And they would never stop. They never did the pizza. They always just did French fries and tried to knock you off your feet. So anyway, pizza, good job. Good job. I know, he does do French fries down the hill. Pizzas. Okay. All right. See, I still got the skills, still got the teaching skills. But I think I'm over time. I really need to send it back inside. Hi.
No, you're not. You
Hello.
know, we're learning more about Andrew. We're learning, people are learning how to ski properly, pizza and French fries. But yeah, kids all have the need for speed, and everyone's high-fiving Andrew Brennan. Love it. Hey, I want to see you on a snowboard next half hour. Okay, thanks so much, Andrew. Live at Earl Bales.
All right. You can't beat that. Now, listen, if you like your blades a little shorter, dozens of people lacing up their skates at Nathan Phillips Square for Family Day, one of the many rinks in the city where families can hit the ice and spend quality time together.
Really like to skate, and we haven't been out here in years, so we're here today, and we're having fun. Skating with my friends. We're going to go to the Mars game after this one. Fingers crossed they win.
What do you like most being able to spend time with your family?
Just doing stuff with them. Probably, I don't have to go to school, and I can, watch movies and go fun places.
Meanwhile, the town of Aurora celebrating Family Day with a free Arctic adventure event at Aurora Town Park on Wells Street, featuring winter activities, an inflatable snow maze. I need to see what that looks like. Food vendors and performances.
Here at Town Park, taking in some of the festivities, bouncy castle and mazes for the kids, and enjoying the nice weather.
Yeah. How important is it to get them outside on a day like this?
Oh yeah, they've been cooped up this winter, so I think we have a whole couple months worth of energy to burn out in a couple days here.
Well, this Family Day, we're here for the Arctic Adventure, and then we're going downtown to see the Marlies game. And then we're going to go to eat at a Thai restaurant.
It's amazing. And every Family Day, you don't know what kind of weather you're going to get. And that's the exciting part. It could be minus 20. It could be freezing rain. It could be a nice day like today with sun. So it's great.
Yeah. First Family Day in Canada. How are you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's very fun. And yeah, honestly, I'm always surprised by everything.
And Premier Doug Ford released a Family Day message.
Happy Family Day, Ontario. I hope everyone across the province gets the chance to spend quality time with loved ones on this Family Day long weekend. It's a great time to get outside and enjoy all of what Ontario has to offer. Family Day reminds us of what matters most, and that's why we're working to strengthen our economy, create good-paying jobs, keep costs down, and protect Ontario families today and for generations to come. Happy...
All right, Toronto police are asking for help to find a missing senior. 80-year-old Stephen was last seen yesterday around 2:30 in the afternoon near Shepherd and Birchmount. He's described as being 5'6" with a slim build and short gray hair. He was wearing a navy blue button-down shirt, a fleece vest, jeans, and gray running shoes with white soles.
All types of resources are being dedicated to finding Stephen. And there are concerns, and we've spoken with the family, and Stephen has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's also. Just important for the public to know, for when they approach him, he might not fully understand what's happening. So we do ask for people's compassion if they spot him, and then they call us, and we'll be there to help him.
And if you think you've seen Stephen, you make sure to call authorities right away.
And a pedestrian is dead after being hit by a vehicle in Aurora. The collision happened around 2:30 this morning in the Goulding Avenue and Wellington Street area. Police say they found a woman with serious injuries. Paramedics responded, but she was pronounced dead a short time later. The driver involved remained at the scene and is cooperating with police. There's no word yet if charges will be laid.
And police have arrested a suspect in an apparent random assault near Kensington Market. 33-year-old Anthony Bernhardt of no fixed address is charged with assault with a weapon, administering a noxious substance, and breach of probation. Police say on Saturday afternoon, a suspect pepper sprayed a pedestrian at Spadina and Nassau Street without provocation and continued walking down Spadina. He was taken into custody today.
And a man has been arrested in what police are describing as a hate-motivated assault at Saturday's protest against the Iranian government. 26-year-old Saeed Varudi is charged with assault and disguise with intent. Police allege he made anti-black comments to the victim before punching them in the chest and face near Yonge and Steeles. Police estimate 350,000 people attended the rally calling for a regime change in Iran as widespread protests continue there.
And a special weather statement has been issued for the GTHA with a winter storm expected to roll through the region this week. Environment Canada forecasting several hours of freezing rain for Toronto starting Wednesday morning and lasting into the evening. The weather agency also says 5 to 10 millimeters of ice buildup is possible. There could also be up to 5 centimeters of snow. York and Durham regions are under a winter storm watch right now with more snow expected and less freezing rain.
It's 5:09, 2 degrees, feeling like -1. This is Live at 5.
Yeah, the Blue Jays holding their first full squad workout today at spring training in Dunedin, Florida. We're going to go live to Sunshine State next.
A third shift will start production tomorrow at Windsor's Stellantis plant, and that means 1,700 jobs, 250 of which are going to be filled by workers at the now idle Brampton plant. Now, work there ground to a halt when the automaker moved production south of the border. The new Windsor line will produce Chrysler's minivans as well as new lines of 2026 Dodge Chargers.
And the federal government's revamped electric vehicle rebate program came into effect today. Canadians are now able to access up to $5,000 from Ottawa to put towards the purchase of a new EV. Plug-in hybrids are eligible for $2,500 in subsidies. The government is spending $2.3 billion on the new incentive program.
And a Canadian delegation is in Mexico ahead of the formal review of the CUSMA trade agreement. Canada-U.S. Trade Minister Dominic LeBlanc is leading the group that also includes Canadian Business and Industry Association representatives. The visit comes as President Donald Trump has suggested he may end American participation in the pact, which faces a mandatory review this year. CUSMA has shielded Canada and Mexico from the worst effects of Trump's tariffs. And LeBlanc says the trade mission aims to deepen Canadian and Mexican collaboration in key sectors.
Prime Minister Mark Carney has chosen Janice Charette, the former head of the Public Service, as the country's chief trade negotiator to the United States. Charette is a career bureaucrat who served as clerk at the Privy Council and as High Commissioner to the United Kingdom. Her appointment comes shortly before the major review of the free trade deal between Canada, Mexico, and the U.S. It also comes day after global investment banker Mark Wiseman took over as Canada's ambassador to Washington.
Talking with one business owner last night, I said, what does success look like for you? And he's like, well, I'm going to get, at least 3 to 4 good business connections. And then he's hoping one of those he can follow up on. And I think in the next following weeks, we'll see those follow-ups happen. So it's really the scale and the opportunity that scale affords, which is so significant with this trade mission.
Updates to the CUSMA deal between Canada, the U.S., and Mexico are supposed to be worked out by July 1st.
And starting tomorrow, Canadians will be able to visit China without a visa. Canadian citizens can stay for up to 30 days for business, tourism, exchange programs, or to see loved ones. The move comes after Prime Minister Mark Carney visited China last month in a bid to improve ties between Ottawa and Beijing. Now, Canadians entering mainland China were previously required to go through a lengthy application process and pay more than $100 in fees.
5:14 right now, 2 degrees, feels like -1. You're watching Live at 5.
And coming up, Canada scores its second gold medal of the Winter Games. Woohoo!
Yay.
Parry Sounds Megan Oldham reaches the top of the podium in the women's free ski big air. Canada has its second gold of the Milano Cortina Games. It comes courtesy of Parry Sound's Megan Oldham, who won today's women's free ski big air, and it's her second medal of these games after winning bronze in the women's free ski slopestyle. That was last week. Michaela Kingsbury won Canada's first gold of the games. That was yesterday in dual moguls. And Canadian Courtney Sareau is taking home silver in women's 1,000-meter short track speed skating. It's a third medal for the Moncton native at the 2026 Games. The 25-year-old already claimed bronze in the women's 500-meter final and was a member of Canada's silver medal-winning mixed relay team. Canadian athletes now have won a total of 11 medals at Milano Cortina.
And Canada's leading Switzerland right now in a women's hockey semifinal at the Winter Games. The Canadians are ahead 2-1, so a slim advantage right now in the third period and looking to advance to the gold medal game against the Americans. The U.S. blanked Sweden 5-0 in today's other semifinal.
And the Blue Jays have kicked off the weekend in Florida with their first full squad workout during spring training. And CTV's Sean Lee Thong, he joins us live from Dunedin with more on the preparations for the upcoming season. What's been happening today, Sean?
Well, it's funny, Liz and Phil, the Blue Jays have seemed to pick up where they left off last season. There's a lightness, there's an airiness to the team. They're having a good time, and they wanted to talk a lot about last season. They weren't running from the success that was Game 7 of the World Series or getting to Game 7 of the World Series before having that heartbreaking loss. Manager John Schneider today said his message to the team was that we have to accept that, know what we've been through and build on that, not run away from it. But it is the beginning of a new season. They haven't accomplished anything this year at all. They have no record. So they go up from here, but they're focused on the fact that teams will be coming for them. There was a lot of fans here today. There's definitely been a growth in the fan base in and around Dunedin and throughout Canada as well. They all wanted a piece of the Toronto Blue Jays, and there was also talk of the fact that there are some people who are not here. Most notably, Bo Bichette will not be here for this season, which was big for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He was talking about a little while ago, as were some fans. Here's what Vladdy had to say.
I know it's going to be very emotional. I mean, but the fans always every year they're there for us. And but yeah, I can't wait for that. It's going to be very emotional.
Any message for fans right now?
Un mensaje para los fanáticos de Toronto ahora mismo.
Que no volverá a volver para casa.
Can't wait to get to Toronto.
My history teacher, he taught Miles Straw. So it says, Miles, Mr. Nelson says hi. And I have a picture of me and Mr. Nelson. And then this one says, Ernie, I love you. Can I get a ball?
I like lots of players on the team.
Okay, who do you like the most?
Vladimir.
Yeah, why do you like him so much?
Because on the show 25, he hit me my first Grand Slam.
It's always good to see athletes being humanized, because we kind of sometimes put them on pedestals, but they're just people having a lot more fun at work, getting paid more than we do. So, but everyone's been super nice, and I think they're glad to see so many fans looking forward to the season.
And there were a lot of fans looking forward to this season, many coming out just to watch batting practice and saying that they just wanted a piece of that feeling that they had last fall. You may not know, but this area in Dunedin, Florida is also a very big Blue Jays area. Here at TD Ballpark, where the team plays their preseason games, they actually had watch parties here last fall where the town showed up to support the team. So they're excited to have the Blue Jays back. There is that air of excitement that just comes with spring training, but it's heightened, of course, because they are the American League champions, and people just seem to love these players. As the players exited the field today, there was fans waiting for an autograph or just a potential to get a picture. You heard those two young girls that were talking earlier. They loved Ernie Clement and Miles Straw. They were just giddy with the idea that those two players were near. And those are players that people didn't really talk about last year, but played so well down the stretch, particularly Ernie Clement, setting a record in the playoffs with more than 30 hits on a major league record all time. And they're expected to do well this year, hoping that the Blue Jays can pick up where they left off. But it all starts this Saturday when they take on the Philadelphia Phillies in their first preseason game. Reporting live, I'm Sean Leathong. Phil and Liz, I'll send it back to you.
All right, they're the rock stars of sports. Thanks for that, Sean Leathong. It's 5:21, 2 degrees, feeling like -1. This is Live at 5.
We come back. Hollywood legend Robert Duvall has died at the age of 95. We'll take a look at how he's being remembered next. Welcome back. Hollywood legend Robert Duvall has died. His wife announced the news on Facebook, saying that he passed away peacefully in his home in Virginia yesterday, surrounded by love and comfort. Duvall is widely considered one of the world's greatest actors. He was nominated for 7 Oscars, winning the Best Actor trophy for his role in Tender Mercies in 1983. He also won 2 Emmys, 4 Golden Globes, a Screen Actors Guild Award, and a BAFTA. Duvall is known for roles in movies like The Godfather and Apocalypse Now, and the television miniseries Lonesome Dove. Film critic Chris Bumbray joined us to talk about Duvall's contribution to film and says he was one of a kind.
He was probably, I would say, one of the greatest character actors of all time. I mean, like you said, he played Tom Hagen in The Godfather Part 1 and 2. Not Godfather 3, however. Probably a good thing for him in the end. Apocalypse Now, he delivered that famous line, "I love the smell of napalm in the morning." But then he was great in so many other movies, too, that kind of were underseen, like Tender Mercies, which he did win the Oscar for that one. And The Great Santini, you're playing a clip from that right now. That's also a terrific movie that he played the lead in. He was in demand his entire career. That was the thing. He never gave a bad performance. And up until the end, he was acting. I mean, he was just in a couple of movies for Netflix a few years ago, The Pale Blue Eye and Hustle with Adam Sandler.
And film critic Richard Krause met and interviewed Duvall several years ago and talked about his impact on the movie industry.
He was truly a character actor who was also a leading man. He was someone who made things that he was in better, and an actor that People magazine called Hollywood's #1, #2 lead, because he was often the second on the call sheet, but made an indelible impression to those who were watching the films he was in.
And a public art exhibition is back at Woodbine Beach. Winter Stations is celebrating its 12th year on the waterfront, and that's where artists, designers, and architects have transformed lifeguard stations really into works of art. And this year's theme is Mirage, which invited creators to explore the boundary between reality and illusion.
I am a residential designer, and so kind of always in the design world, and I had seen past winners of Winter Stations in the past and been really encouraged by the craftsmanship of what was put together. And then this year's theme just kind of really stuck with me, so I decided to go ahead and throw my hat in the ring.
For me, I loved the brief Mirage that the team put together this year, and I wanted to create something that kind of took on a different look depending on your perspective, and invited people to kind of to embrace it and to come toward it and appreciate it from different angles. So as you kind of move around it, it changes as you look at it from different sides.
And we spoke to Dakota Werestani, the co-organizer of Winter Stations.
Become this beloved community event, and we see people not only just from Toronto but across Ontario and internationally coming to visit. What's really neat is Winter Stations is about bringing people out in the winter to a beach that doesn't really see a lot of love over the winter season, and it's about bringing people together, creating memories, and getting out and seeing some art.
And it's a big deal. The 5 installations that are on display were actually chosen from hundreds of submissions. So the winners received all their materials as well as $2,000 to help create their masterpieces on the beach. Winter Stations draws thousands of visitors each year. It's a great reason to go down to the beach in the winter.
Yep.
And the projects will be there until March 30th.
Yeah, try to bring your dogs. I used to bring my dog there. He loved it. Just running through
But
them
keep your dog away from the art.
Don't let him.
Because you know what they do.
To it. They do stuff, yes. Let them do that first, then they can run around it. Also, programming note, we're on the road again, February 25th, live, this time in Toronto, in the Distillery District, for a special edition of Live at 5. We want to see the Distillery neighborhood through your eyes. I expect a lot of lake pictures, email pictures of your adventures at the Distillery, at CP24 close to home at CP24.com, or just scan that QR code on the bottom right of your screen right now, and we will show it on the show and break it down. Live at 5, close to home from the Distillery District, next Wednesday.
It's 2 degrees -1, 5:28. This is Live at 5.
And we are live at Earl Bales Park in North York, where some GTHA residents are enjoying some family day fun on the slopes. Andrew Brennan, former instructor, there to dissect people's technique.
We are live at Earl Bales Park, that's in North York, where some GTA residents are doing what you do in the winter here in Toronto. You have some family day fun on your skis.
And we also have some GTHA people in Dunedin, Florida, watching the boys this summer get ready. The Blue Jays starting spring training. The team holding its first full squad workout today as players get ready for the new campaign.
And Canada scores its second gold medal of the Winter Games. Parry Sound's Megan Oldham reaches the top of the podium in women's free ski big air. This is Live at 5.
Good evening. I'm Phil Perkins.
I'm Liz West. Welcome to Live at 5. And Toronto police are asking for help to find a missing senior who has Alzheimer's. 80-year-old Stephen was last seen yesterday at around 2:30 in the afternoon. It was near Shepherd and Birchmount. So he's described as 5'6" with a slim build, short gray hair. There's a photo of him. He was wearing a navy blue button-down shirt, fleece vest, jeans, and gray running shoes with white soles.
Sometimes the problem we encounter is when someone has been diagnosed with this serious medical condition, they might not be aware of what's happening. So even if they make their way to the subway, they might not fully know the city or where to go, which is why we appreciate you sharing his photo, and we're asking people to be aware, keep an eye out for him. And if they do see him, due to the urgency of not only his age, but the weather and how long he's been missing, it's a 911 call to say that you've spotted a person that the police are looking for.
Police are asking residents near Shepherd and Birchmount to please check your properties for any sign of Stephen.
And a pedestrian is dead after being hit by a vehicle in Aurora. The collision happened around 2:30 this morning in the Golding Avenue, Wellington Street area. Police say they found a woman with serious injuries. Paramedics responded, but she was pronounced dead a short time later. The driver did stay on scene and has been cooperating with police. No word yet if charges will be laid.
And police have arrested a suspect in an apparent random assault that was near Kensington Market. 33-year-old Anthony Bernhard of no fixed address is charged with assault with a weapon, administering a noxious substance, and breach of probation. Police say on Saturday afternoon, a suspect pepper sprayed a pedestrian at Spadina and Nassau Street without provocation and then continued walking down Spadina. He was taken into custody today.
And a man has been arrested in what police are describing as a hate-motivated assault at Saturday's protest against the Iranian government. 26-year-old Saeed Varudi is charged with assault when disguised with intent. Police allege that he made anti-black comments to the victim before punching him in the chest and face near Yonge and Steeles. This is what it looked like on Saturday. Police estimate 350,000 people attended the rally calling for a regime change in Iran as widespread protests continue there.
And a special weather statement has been issued in the GTHA with a winter storm expected to roll through the region this week. So Environment Canada forecasting several hours of freezing rain. That's for Toronto, starting Wednesday morning, lasting into the evening. The weather agency says 5 to 10 millimeters of ice buildup is possible. There could also be up to 5 centimeters of the white stuff. York and Durham regions are under a winter storm watch with more snow expected and less freezing rain.
So yeah, better enjoy it now. A lot of people taking advantage of the long weekend and the warmer temperatures. 2 degrees right now, getting on the slopes with their family on Family Day. CP24's Andrew Brennan making a lot of new friends at Earl Bales Park. What, are you critiquing someone's skiing right now? What do they got wrong? Or get right. Sorry, very negative.
Don't start this, Phil. Don't start this, Phil. It's gonna work out badly. I was already shaming a dad with his kid in earshot, saying no counter rotating, and they did it anyway. But also, my eyes are like this because one of the kids over here has a snowball in his hand, and I'm not sure what's going to go on with that. But we're going to hope for the best and hope that it doesn't end up in Andrew's face. Other faces may be less so of an important. No, that goes down. Down. Preston, that goes down. Preston, please, thank you. Okay, so Preston, can you help with Station 1 over here? Say hi, and everyone's going to say hi afterwards. Are you having a good family day? Are you having a good family day?
Yeah.
Yeah? What have you been doing this family day?
Skiing.
I would hope so, because that's where we are. No, I see no snowballs. No snowballs. And what's your name? Jasper. Very nice to meet you. Are you excited to, were you excited to have the day off school? Do you even go to school yet? How old are you, man?
5.
Okay, you should be in school. Are you happy to not be in school today?
Yeah!
Of course you are. Who else is excited to not be in school today? Yeah, I thought so. So the young ones in the back, we're just going to just to make sure. Are you having a good day?
Yes.
Of course you are. Are you having a good day?
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait. One more time. Into the microphone, my friend. Are you having a good day?
Yes.
I thought so. And Miss Lady in Pink, can I ask you one quick question? It's a very small one, very little. Are you having a good day?
Yes.
Of course you are. All right. Now to Station 2. And you're the roaming station. You don't have to be here right now. We'll come back. You can actually, of course, you can stay. He has a bear hat on. He can do whatever he wants. What's your name?
Matei.
I know. I just want to make sure that they know that you're Matei. So, Matei, how's your day going?
Good.
That's good. My most important question, as you can see, is what are you? How are you happy to not be in school? Is basically the question.
Yeah.
Is that a silly question for adults to ask kids?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be in school.
Yeah.
Of course not. Thank you very much. Fist bump. Boom. Okay, so you are our roaming bear. How are we doing? Are we still having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you look at this hat? You have a little bear on your head. Are you having a good day? Yeah?
Yeah.
And can you say yeah one more time just because it's adorable? Say yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also shout out to Mr. Mustachio, the dad. I'm sorry, I told you that is going on TV. Are you having a good day? Thumbs up? Perfect. All right, so guys, one more request. Whew. I'm almost out of breath. Can you guys look over there? Boo, thank you. When I say go, I'm gonna count to 3, okay? You're gonna say back to you, because there's people that are, doing the show. Pretend they're inside the camera is basically what I'm getting at. So, because I said so, that's why. All right, Preston, any more questions?
Why?
We already answered that question. No more questions. Okay. Are we gonna, when I say 1, 2, 3, you're gonna say back to you, right? Okay, all right. Parents, just make sure. I told them, and I hope that they listen to me. Maybe they don't listen to you, but hopefully they listen to Andrew. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, then you say back to you. We got it? Good. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Back to you.
I love it. All right, some future Olympians. Thanks so much, Andrew. This is where it all starts. They're going to remember you.
Yeah, but Andrew, we have a question for you here because you talked about pizza and French fries. Right. Andrew, we're hungry, but I think pizza and French fries relates to skiing. Can you just tell us what you meant by that? It does. What's a pizza? What's a French fry?
So for 4-year-olds, it's very important. 4-year-olds need to remember this because that's when you start learning to ski. Pizza means stop. You go like this. Hold on. Do you mind if I just
toes
go?
In, toes in.
For one second. Okay, I need to see the shoes. Toes in. See? Toes in. You make a pizza. And when they go straight, French fries. French fries bad. French fries you go fast. French fries you crash. And French fries means that your parents are upset with you.
Okay, we're going to start practicing that here. Thank you. Andrew Brennan, thanks for that. Enjoy your time on the Hill.
Future Olympians to actual Olympians right now. Canada will play for gold in women's hockey at the Milano Cortina Winter Games after a 2-1 win over Switzerland in the semis that just wrapped up. CTV's Beth McDonnell was watching with fans at Real Sports and joins us live with reaction. Beth.
This was really turned into quite of a nail-biter because Canada really dominated during the first 2 games over at the Winter Games in Italy. And then this game, it was scoreless in the first period. Then Marie-Philippe Poulin, she really came through for Canada, scoring twice. Then in the third, the Swiss came back with a goal. So really everyone was watching to the very last minute. And luckily, happily, and thanks to their skill, Canada won this game and they will go to the U.S. And with 2 young hockey fans right now watching all along. Holly, you're 9. What was it like watching this game?
It was really good because they all had really good taste in scoring.
Okay, but it was a bit tough to watch, right? It wasn't a straightforward game. You've been watching, so what was it like for you?
It was scary when they got the goal because it was they were trying to get another one. They were going up. It was just nerve-wracking.
For sure, and we love this team. What do you like about these women? Who's your favorite?
I don't really have a favorite because I like all of them, but I love how ambitious they are and they don't give up.
That's wonderfully said. And how about you? What do you?
I find them all really inspiring because, they're a female figure that I can look up to.
All right, the final score was 2-1. This gold game is coming up soon, and these girls will be watching along with many other hopeful Canadians. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Beth. Marie-Philippe Poulin has the most goals in women's Olympic hockey, passing Haley Wickenheiser. Great stuff. That gold medal game is going to be Thursday afternoon. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, it is 5:40. 2 degrees. You're watching Live at 5.
That's right. And the Jays hold their first full squad workout today at spring training in Dunedin, Florida. And we're going to take you live to the Sunshine State next. The Blue Jays have kicked off the week in Florida with their first full squad workout during spring training. And CTV's Sean Leathong, he's joining us now live from Dunedin with more on what's going on in the sunny state.
Yeah, I got to ask you, Sean. First of all, you still have the tan from covering the World Series in L.A. You're back on the Blue Jays beat. I got to ask you, the momentum has continued throughout the offseason, the pickups. One of them people are talking about, Kazuma Okamoto. He said that his play on the field is very manly. Did you see him? Did he look manly?
He did, Phil, and I'll tell you exactly what happened today. He had the longest home run in batting practice. It was longer than anything Vladimir Guerrero Jr. put in the outfield, but he had something to prove. It almost went clean out of the player development facility, and it was to the shock of many of the players. So that's a good look for him coming out to his first full workout. Many of the fans getting their first chance to see him, and Okamoto did take the time to sign a lot of autographs after he was done for the day, and the fans are really endeared to him because he's been doing such a good job at, tying himself to this good-natured Blue Jays team while also looking good so far. But that has to be measured, obviously, Phil, because it's only the first full team workout of the preseason.
Yeah, you have to really love baseball and the Jays to go down for this. I have friends that go every year. Have there been any surprises? I mean, you're kind of getting a behind-the-scenes look at the team.
My first surprise was from the fans, just learning how much Dunedin embraces the Toronto Blue Jays and how many full-year Blue Jays fans there are here that, live all over South Florida, because they say the Blue Jays really make an effort to be part of this community, and it is different than other major league teams. So they've earned a fan base here, and it was actually kind of a funny thing because I'm standing here in a golf shirt feeling like it's a little warm outside. Many of the locals who were watching the Jays were huddled up in their hooded sweatshirts saying it was so cold today, and then we had to talk about what's really cold. So that was a lot of fun. Another surprise that happened today is there was live batting practice. And for those of you who don't know what live batting practice is, they basically simulate an actual major league at bat. So Eric Lauer was pitching to Dalton Varsho, and Eric Lauer actually plunked Dalton Varsho. And everybody who was watching, most of the starters were watching, went, ooh, and Varsho just walked off. He took it very well, and he is okay. And I heard, I think, George Springer say, first one of the spring, yelling at Eric Lauer. So that was good for a laugh, but it's a bit of a scary moment. And you get to see just what can happen, the unexpected can happen down here.
All right, Sean Leathong, I just hope everyone stays healthy because we also have the World Baseball Classic as well before the season even starts. So as long as everybody stays healthy, I'm happy.
But there's players that aren't healthy already.
I mean, know. Do we want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Anthony Santander, he's out for 5 to 6 months and, getting surgery right before training camp starts. Anyone talks about that at all? We hear that from the manager?
Well, that was off the table today because obviously that's a huge disappointment because we know they lost Bo Bichette. They lost out on the Kyle Tucker sweepstakes. And then when you think of Anthony Santander, he was their big free agent signing from 2024, the offseason to 24-25, and was expected to contribute last year. And then it was a pleasant surprise that they didn't need him. So when he did finally come back from his injury troubles last year, he wasn't the most effective player. He got a couple big hits in the playoffs, but they wanted him to regain that 40 home run form that he had in 2024. Now we find out they're not going to see him until late in the summer. It's going to be maybe July, August before he'll pick up a bat again for the Toronto Blue Jays, and we'll know what the team is when that happens. So if he can contribute, having not played for 6 months, we'll see. So it's definitely frustrating, but the Blue Jays were really putting all our eggs in the Okamoto basket right now because he hit one big home run today, guys.
Hey, it counts right now.
Sometimes one home run is all you need to win a game. Thanks for that, Sean Leathong.
Thank you.
All right, it's 5:46, 2 degrees, feeling like -1. This is Live at 5.
Up ahead, the federal government's revamped electric vehicle rebate program came into effect today. We'll let you know how much money you can get back. You have breaking news right now. Police are on the scene at Queen and Portland in that area after reports of shots being fired. There appears to be bullet holes in the window of a business. You can see it's just completely shattered in this business here. Miss Ivy between multiple businesses here on Queen Street West. It's only 5:50 in the afternoon. You can imagine how busy that was even on a holiday Monday. They've put evidence markers all over the street. We're counting 3 bullet holes right there in the window. No injuries have been reported, but police have closed off the area while they investigate. Of course, keep it locked here on CP24 as we continue to follow this breaking news.
And south of the border, a young girl is dead after a shooting at a hockey arena in Rhode Island. Early reports say that at least 3 others are injured. Police say it appears the gunman was targeting members of his own family. The shooter then killed himself. The shooting happened ahead of a youth hockey game near the city of Pawtucket.
All right, back here now. The federal government's revamped electric vehicle rebate program came into effect today. Canadians are now able to access up to $5,000 from Ottawa to put towards the purchase of a new EV. Plug-in hybrids are eligible for $2,500 in subsidies. The government is spending $2.3 billion on this new incentive program.
2 degrees, -1 feels like -1. Time is 5:51.
All right, coming up, it's Family Day. Take a look at what people around here are doing to enjoy this holiday Monday.
Dozens of people lacing up their skates at Nathan Phillips Square for Family Day, one of the many rinks in the city where families can hit the ice and spend some quality time together.
I really like to skate, and we haven't been out here in years, so we're here today, and we're having fun. Skating with my friends. We're going to go to the Mars game after this one. Fingers crossed they win.
What do you like most for being able to spend time with your family?
Just doing stuff with them. Probably, like, I don't have to go to school, and I can, like, watch movies and go fun places.
And town of Aurora celebrating Family Day with a free Arctic adventure event in Aurora Town Park on Wells Street. There was winter activities. They had whoa, that's pretty fun. Some inflatable sledding, and they also had some ice sculptures and performances.
Doing it as a family right in our own town, which is great. Enjoying games in our park.
Yeah, we love being able to just walk down the street to come to amazing events like this in Aurora.
Yeah.
Right? Are you so happy to come to your park?
Yeah.
Today I with my friend because my kids are teenagers. They have own plans.
So we're spending the morning here. We did the tubing. We're gonna watch the lumberjack show, and then we're having lunch at Slab Town over there. One of the few days a year when we get to spend the whole day together as a family because my husband and I normally are working on the weekends, but we've got Monday off. The kids have Monday off.
Canada has its second gold of the Milano Cortina Games. It comes courtesy of Parry Sound's Megan Oldham, who won today's women's free ski big air. It's her second medal of the Games after winning bronze in women's free ski slopestyle. That was last week. And then Mikhail Kingsbury won Canada's first gold of the Games yesterday in dual moguls. Canadian Courtney Sareau is taking home silver in women's 1,000-meter short track speed skating. It's the third medal for the Moncton native, who has picked up 3 awards in this 2026 Games. The 25-year-old already claimed bronze in the women's 500-meter final and was a member of Canada's silver medal-winning mixed relay team. Canadian athletes now have won a total of 11 medals at Milano Cortina.
And the Canadian women's hockey team, they're eyeing another medal. They're going to get at least a silver. They'll play for gold in women's hockey at the Milano Cortina Winter Games after a 2-1 victory over Switzerland in the semifinals earlier today. And Canada missed the chance to capture a medal in figure skating. The Ontario duo of Trent Michaud and Leah Pereira head into the pairs free program in third place, but finished 8th overall. They had recorded their best score of the season yesterday's short program. It's worth noting that the Japanese team that won gold trained in Oakville, so we kind of get an assist there.
All right, that's my hometown.
Oh,
and gold medalist Mikhail Kingsbury is reflecting on his Olympic career after a triumphant farewell performance at the Milano Cortina Winter Games. The 33-year-old freestyle skier won gold and silver at these games, and Kingsbury's the only men's freestyle skier in history to capture 5 Olympic medals.
What a day yesterday. First becoming the first gold medalist in history to win the dual moguls at the Olympic Games. Also winning that first one for Canada, and being on the podium with 3 dads, and it was just very amazing.
And Toronto's Piper Gillis and Marcus Paul Poirier achieved bronze last week for their performance in the ice dance. It's their first time reaching the podium at the Olympics after falling just short in Beijing. They joined CP24 today to discuss what it felt like to finally win a medal.
There was such a wide gamut of emotions that we were feeling all at the same time. A lot of relief, a lot of joy, a lot of pride, exhaustion. We really left everything out on the ice. But I think, it's so rare and so special to have a skate like that at a competition. These are the kinds of things that we train for all the time. And to do so at the Olympic Games where it matters most, I think was really special. I think we just really lost ourselves in the performance. The crowd was so behind us. And it really just felt special in a way I can't describe.
We truly allowed ourselves to embrace the moment. And by the time we finished, like, it went by so goodness, but it went by so fast. And to see all of our friends and family and like the whole stadium stand on their feet and like truly embrace what we just did was so special. And I think that's the thing, is like, we've done this together. This medal was for us. This medal was from our friends and family. And this medal was for Canada. And we were just celebrating with the whole world.
5 to 2 degrees. You're watching Toronto's breaking news, CP24.
Thanks so much for watching. CTV News at 6 is next.